Piano jokes, music jokes. Q. What do you get when you drop a piano down a mine shaft? A. A flat minor. Q. What do you get if you run over an army officer with a steamroller? A. A flat major. Q. What do you say to an army officer as you're about to run him or her over with a steamroller? A. B flat, major. Q. What do pianists use to eat with? A. A tuning fork. Q. What do you say after you run an army officer over with a steamroller? A. C flat major. Q. What do you call a cow that plays the organ? A. A musician. Q. What do you call a man with no arms or legs, playing the piano? A. Clever dick. Q. What do you call an ant who can't play the piano? A. Discordant. Q. What do you call a laughing piano? A. A Yamaha ha 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 ha. Q. What key is exploring the cave with no flashlight written in? A. C sharp or B flat. Q. What do you call a snowman that plays the piano? A. Melton John. Q. What do you call a goat that plays the piano? A. Billy Joel. Q. What do you get when an army officer puts his nose to the grindstone? A. A sharp major. Q. What do you get if you enroll in a liberal arts program and the only subject you do well in is music? A. A natural major. Q. What do you use to tie saplings to a piano so the saplings won't blow away? A. Root position chords. When Mozart died, was he a decomposer? A B flat, A G flat, and an E flat walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Sorry, we can't serve minors." Doctor's office. A guy walks into the doctor's office and says, "Doc, I haven't had a bowel movement in a week." The doctor gives him a prescription for a mild laxative and tells him, "If it doesn't work, let me know." A week later the guy is back, "Doc, still no movement." The doctor says, "Guess you need something stronger," and prescribes a powerful laxative. Still another week later the poor guy is back, "Doc, still nothing." The doctor, worried, says, "We'd better get some more information about you to try to figure out what's going on. What do you do for a living?" "I'm a musician, I play the piano." The doctor looks up and says, "Well, that's it. Here's $10. Go get something to eat." St. Peter. St. Peter is checking IDs at the pearly gates, and first comes a Texan. "Tell me, what have you done in life?" says St. Peter. The Texan says, "Well, I struck oil, so I became rich, but I didn't sit on my laurels. I divided all my money among my entire family in my will. So our descendants are all set for about 3 generations." St. Peter says, "That's quite something. Come on in." Next. The second guy in line has been listening, so he says, "I struck it big in the stock market, but I didn't selfishly just provide for my own like that Texan guy. I donated $5 million to save the children." "Wonderful," says St. Peter. "Come in." "Who's next?" The third guy has been listening, and says timidly with a downcast look, "Well, I only made $5,000 in my entire lifetime." "Heavens," says St. Peter. "What instrument did you play?" "Music lesson." A student says, "Sir, I need to go to my music lesson." Teacher says, "Do you have a note?" Student replies, "No." Confused. Teacher replies, "Ding," presses a note on the piano.